All Progressives Congress gubernatorial primaries in Edo State. Another candidate, Anamero Sunday Dekeri, has been declared the winner by local government returning officers. Now, this revelation marks the third time a candidate has been proclaimed victorious in what critics denounce as a severely flawed electoral process, casting a shadow over the party's commitment to internal democracy. Initially, the chairman of the Electoral Committee, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, announced Dennis Idahosa, a member of the House of Representatives, as the winner with a significant 40,483 votes, seemingly aligned with the Senator Adams Oshomole faction. However, Stanley Ugboja, the returning officer for the primary, later declared Monday Okpebolo as the rightful APC candidate emerging from a parallel primary election in Benin. In the midst of this turmoil, APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje has extended congratulations to Idahosa, hailing him for his victory. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, Honorable,
morning.
first of all.
It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
First of all, with what has actually played out in APC Edo State governorship primaries, some members of the party have actually described the process as a total sham. And we have also heard that you have resigned, from the party. What is actually happening? Can you bring us up to speed on what is actually happening in Edo State?
Yeah, thank you. I want to start by saying that for democracy to work in Nigeria, parties must abide by their internal principles, their party guidelines as it relates to their elections, particularly their primary elections. And importantly, too, they must play according to the rules. Remember that sometime last week, the party, I think on Thursday, inaugurated, a committee of a two-fold committee to organize primaries in Edo State. First, we had a committee chaired by Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, and we also had on the other side a chief returning officer, Dr. Stanley Ugboja, along with 18 local government returning officers whose duty, of course, was to ensure that in each of those local governments, they collated results and submitted same to the state chief returning officer, whose duty it was to announce the results. And from what we gathered on Saturday, we heard Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo, was not around, not even in the country. He went abroad for an engagement. So the understanding was that the other members of the committee will be on ground, including the governor of Cross River State. And of course, collation had started. They had announced the results for 8 local governments. Senator Moni Okpewo already was leading with 6 local governments, and his closest rival, the member representing Ovia Federal Constituency, Honorable Dennis Idahosa, just won 2 local governments. Only for us to hear that thugs were mobilized to the venue, they disrupted the place, and it's sad that the Commissioner of Police Edo State was there when this thing happened. Journalists were manhandled, their equipment like their cameras, their microphones were destroyed. We even saw a situation where an INEC official was brutalized, beaten to a pulp, and even the party officials that came from Abuja, sent by the National Working Committee. Only for us, about 2 hours later, to see Hope Uzodinma, who just came out of the blue and started announcing a particular person as a winner. I mean, this is not what we all
want. It's when you do, it's when you do. 20 clear to Sabokan, 20 who to read. Utore ni modatai, ala muke. Wedage emon manisa. Ade evi rima homo no. Emon manda silvari. Anokida dochien evi rima homo. Olizene momada silvari. When I started narrating some certain things, started discovering some certain things, putting them out there, I got a cause to be precise. And most of my brethren, they said, we should conclude this governorship election in Edo State. After then, we see what is going on, where we are heading. And I said this governorship election is still going to be the way it has always been. It has never been the majority. It has always been the highest bidder, the looters. And now we are seeing the same thing. The video you just watched is the report of what is going on in the APC primary election in Edo State to determine, to decide who is the front runner or the candidate of a particular party. You know, from what we are saying, that Monday Okpebolo won the primary, but the political gladiators of Edo State don't want Esan to emerge. And now what is going on now is not, this is not even turn by turn. This is a fair election that took place. This is just a party's election that took place. And in that party election, when we talk of majority, the Esan got the majority of the votes. But what happened? Adam Soshomole and his cohorts who don't want Esan to ever emerge, who want Esan to be out of the picture, so it will be the Benin and the Esako. They play their normal game with. See, it annoys me when they say talks came in and destroyed the process of reading, collating the result of the election that took place. There was never any talks. It's only political, let me say, Tony Kabaka and his boys. These are the people who have sworn that Esama will never assume power in Edo State. And they came and did what they have always done. And at the end of the day, they said it's a game of number. It has never been a game of number. It has always been like this. The entire Nigeria power has never been taken by the fair people of the country. Power has always been snatched by the political gladiators and those people who never wished Nigeria to get better. And that is why we are where we are today. Look at the presidential election. How Tinubu came with the help of some of the Yoruba people who believe that it is their turn. They snatched the presidency. Going to court, Tinubu splashed money everywhere. And today, we are all suffering for this thing. No one is spared. Probably money was shared during the time of the election. That money is finished. The leaders who stole the mandate of another person, they will only take care of their families, their friends, and those who sponsor the election. Those are the people. You, as an ordinary man who cover the truth just because of tribe, because of religion, because of any other ethnicity or whatever, you are just like every other person. You will suffer for it. You will suffer for it. I have always said it. The only person who can rule Nigeria, for Nigeria to see light, is an Igbo man. An Igbo man. If you like, you have your right to disagree with me. It's your personal opinion, but I'm just telling you the fact. And you see Edo State, the only tribe that can rule Edo State for Edo State to see light is Esan tribe. It's Esan tribe. Because look at it. We've tried Benin. How many times? We've tried Benin. We've tried Isako. Only Esan has not ruled Edo State. Some people, when they want to count, they count Ambrose Ali. For crying out loud, Ambrose Ali only ruled Bende State. Ambrose Ali never ruled Edo State. Ambrose Ali ruled Bende State. And all the good things you still have in Bende State today, most of them were done by Ambrose Ali. The things that this the current governor and the governor before that destroyed in Edo State were done by Ambrose Ali. Since Ambrose Ali left, no one has done anything. No one has done anything. When Osumbo came, he didn't stay there. They impeached him out of political selfishness. He stayed for just 1 year out of 8 years. So you see the situation. It's only Esan that can rule Edo State, that will bring light, sincerity, and sanitize the governorship. Sanitize the people, sanitize the government. Only an Esan. I'm not saying this because I'm an Esan. I'm saying this because this is the fact. We are being given the mandate of leadership, but we don't take it by force. Because whatever you take by force, you can never make good use of it. Take an example for what is going on in the country. Look at every other African country. If you take something by fairness, you will try your best to put things in order. There will be nothing like Godfather reason. There will be nothing like fear of the unknown. I'm still watching from the corner. Ojeli me reporting.